The training was intense.
I'm alright, I'm good. Okay.
And the fights have been grueling.
Everybody's quite shocked at what they've got themselves into.
Now friends have become bitter enemies.
I'm not getting on with Leilani at the moment.
Friendship's on hold.
Get ready for week 5 on Celebrity Wrestling. 12 celebrities in 2 teams battling to win 1 trophy. Ultimately, 1 woman and 1 man will lift the individual championship belts. Last week, the Warriors controversially opened up a 4-point lead over the Crusaders.
She should have been disqualified the moment she did it.
With time running out, the Crusaders might win tonight. Will the Major defeat the athlete as James Hewitt takes on Iwan Thomas?
I'm older and wiser than he is.
Can Scott Wright become the Crusaders' new hero and defeat Mark Bannerman?
I'm not going to take him lightly at all. I'm going to try and win.
And finally, Celebrity Wrestling's ultimate grudge match. Leilani Dowding goes one-on-one with Kate Lawler.
I'm fired up now. She's made me angry.
She really picked on the wrong person.
This time, they're fighting for their pride. Welcome to Celebrity Wrestling.
But who's got the resolve to survive the night? But before we find out, there's someone missing. He wears a skirt. He's a wrestling legend. It's my Lord of the Ring. Let's hear it for Rowdy, Roddy Piper.
Of England. You know, some games have a theater of dreams. Well, this one here is my theater of screams. I told you all these fights are real, and now I know you believe me. So let's get this show on the road and bring out our teams. Red is their color, rumbling is their reason. You know them, you love them. It is the Crusaders!
The Red Army will get points 1 event at a time. We will creep, we will crawl, and at the end of the day, the Crusaders will be back on top.
And their sworn enemies. Blue is their color, brawling is their business. You know them, you love them. It is the Warriors!
Leading the night, their coach, World Tag Team Champions, Joe Legend. Plus Victoria Silverstone. It's Phil the Drill Turner. Annabel Croft. Cheering them on, an injured Oliver Skeet. Joe Legend, you've got to be feeling good. It's Saturday night and the Warriors are in the lead.
That's right, we're in the lead. We're going to stay in the lead. There's no reason why the Blue Army won't win this thing. Having said that, enough of this. Enough, please, enough. I got a bone to pick with you. Get up here now. Move it.
What? You calling me out? You calling me out in front of him?
Come here.
Bro, why you calling me out?
Hold on, I got something to say, and you're all gonna wanna hear this because it is the honest truth. The fact is, on the last fights we had, Kate Lawler went out from my team and beat Jenny from your team. Straight up.
Nothing wrong with that. No argument here.
Now, granted, Kate got up and ran across your bench, and that's a breach of etiquette. I get it.
Damn right it is.
Fine. But you see, you decided to threaten Kate, threaten to take her head off. She did it again.
She comes to my bench, I'm gonna take her head off.
I take issue with that. So I'd just like to tell you something.
This is going far too far, and Roddy having to stamp his authority together with referee Ian Freeman to keep these two men apart. Enough.
You're both hey! Hey! You're both supposed to have some class here. Your coaches, take your anger back to your team and try to win the competition. Now get your ass out of here. Both of you. Get out or I'll kick it myself.
Well handled, Roddy. And just to remind you, as things stand, it's 19-15 to the Warriors. And can you believe we are now just 6 fights away from awarding this team trophy to either the Warriors or the Crusaders? And from there on in, our teams will be disbanded as each wrestler goes it alone to fight for the boys and girls Celebrity Wrestling Supreme Champions belts. So, with everything to play for, let's move to our first fight. It's the one they've both been waiting for. They're both undefeated, but tonight one of them is going to have to lose as James Hewitt takes on Iwan Thomas.
At the moment, James has got 4 points and I've got 3 points, and we both got one competition at hand.
It comes as a bit of a surprise to hear that I'm top of the leaderboard. If I stay there, good. If I don't, then I'll get back up there.
James versus Iwan is basically the two strongest members of each team.
You've got a very, very quick athlete in Iwan versus a Sherman tank in James Hewitt.
Being an athlete, you're like a finely tuned car. I mean, anything can go wrong.
Ain't they scared?
As soon as I hear that gun go, I'll go.
I'm older and wiser than he is. Any weapon Ewan has in his armory, I will think of a way around to conquer.
He's the #1 guy. He's the top dog, and he fights it and approaches it. Yes, I'm the top dog, but you have to knock me off before you can become the top dog.
Not as one-sided as it would look on paper.
No worries about going up against you.
He's very confident. It's my turn to go in there and knock some of his confidence.
I've got the best seat in the house, so I'm gonna sit back and watch it.
Stats-wise, these guys could be twins with one exception, 16 years age difference. But don't forget, Gent's a military-trained fighter, while Dragon has only seen action on the track. You'd have to be a psychic to call this fight. Okay, over 3 rounds for the Crusaders, it's Gentleman Jim versus the Dragon for the Warriors. Guys, what time is it? It is time to bring it on! Round 1, gate crash.
Take your positions. So both of our top men trying to dump their opponent into the pit. And a dynamite start there from the Dragon, using that power sprint speed to put Gentleman Jim immediately on the back foot. Shoulder in there by the Olympian. And he's got the territory, but he's still got to get Gentleman Jim moving towards the pit. Joe Legend getting really unhappy about this. And he's unhappy because of Gentleman Jim anchoring his left foot in the gap in the crack between the revolving stage and the outer circumference, but that's perfectly legal in the rules. Dio coming in to fight for his man. Gentleman Jim all the time bracing, using his weight to hold off the Dragon. The Dragon burning up energy as Gentleman Jim now counter-attacks. Look at this, the older, heavier man gets it back to the centre of the stage, continues the drive. The Dragon's running out of puff. The Dragon is in the pit, and from the edge of defeat to victory, first fall to Gentleman Jim and the Crusaders.
Well, I said you'd have to be a psychic to call this one, but no one could have predicted that Jet would come back to take victory. Dragon crashes and burns. And look at Joe Legend cannot believe his eyes. What a comeback.
After that round of gate crash, the winner is Gentleman Jim from the Crusaders.
So a vital first point for the Reds. But of course, both of these men vying for an individual place in the semi-finals. But already this evening, controversy. The Warriors and Dragon not happy about Gentleman Jim's tactics.
He couldn't push him any further because he was digging in. That's what he's done with me, and I let him get away with it. What's going on with you people? You want him to win it?
Well, here's the complaints. Using the left foot to brace back against the gate. Well, the rules say you can't use your hands, but feet are perfectly legal.
Coming up, can Iwan Thomas come back from one game down? Kate Lawler and Leilani Dowding get rough in the ring.
It's a little bit sour grapes between us now. If someone starts on me, then I'll go back.
And can Mark Bannerman improve his game to beat Scott Wright?
I've got the heart of a lion, but the technique of a frog.
Welcome back to Celebrity Wrestling, where we've just seen James Hewitt take round one for the Crusaders. But remember tonight, every point on the scoreboard really counts, not only for the teams, but for the wrestlers themselves. So for James and Iwan, this is a crucial game as we head into round two.
Round two. Ramrod.
Put your man in the pit is once again the objective, but this time both men can look into each other's eyes.
Take the strain.
Great power drive there by the Dragon on the right there. Explosive speed, and Gentleman Jim already back on his heels, down on the floor and clinging on for dear life. If he lets go, it's as good as a fall, but it doesn't matter. He's in the pit. First fall to the Dragon. Warriors are already feeling better.
Gent giving it everything he had, but he should know by now, don't turn your back on a Dragon when he's breathing down your neck. The Dragon's on fire, baby.
Still enough time for a Crusader counter-attack.
Take the strain. Play.
Great determination on the face there of the Dragon, who in his first fight against Pocket Rocket got the better of that opponent in this discipline, and he's dominating Gentleman Jim here, who's once again in trouble. Look at the Dragon in the centre of the ring, controlling, bracing against his thigh, and that's ball number 2 for the Warriors.
The Jet trying to hold on, but is simply no match for the pure power of the Dragon. Dragon really spreading his wings here.
So Gentleman Jim needing 2 pretty quick falls to level this round up. Once again, the Dragon bracing against that right thigh. He's got Gentleman Jim with his back turned towards him again. The bell goes, it matters no more. Round 2, Ramrod goes to the Dragon. It's 1 round apiece. This eagerly anticipated matchup truly living up to its billing.
The winner, the Dragon from the Warriors!
So now it's down to the decisive 3rd round.
Perfect form. Too strong for him, man. Have a seat, we'll get through this.
While the boys prepare for their last round, Leilani and Kate get ready for their first fight.
Listen, The most important part of the vixen is your war paint.
I'm so nervous. I'm the most nervous I've been the whole show. I'm more nervous than when I was fighting Powell. Got the masked celebrity, man. It's my time, man.
And James and Ewan are feeling it as they go into the last round with 1 point each.
Round 3. Chain reaction. With these two guys, it's like an atomic bomb going off. It is energy out of control. It is chain reaction.
Certainly is, Roddy. The strength and willpower of the Major.
Take your positions.
Versus a man with the focus and determination to go swifter, higher, and be stronger. And away they go, both men trying to turn on as many coloured lights in their own team colours as possible. This is the first outing in competition for Gentleman Jim in this particular discipline, whereas the Dragon, well, he had a draw with Pocket Rocket in his first match. 3 blues to 1 red at this moment. And the Dragon goes low there, trying to anchor Gentleman Jim back there. Look at the way he's holding the 14-stone man back. A stone advantage in weight to Gentleman Jim. But this, a stamina-sapping test here. Gentleman Jim trying to get another red light on. At the moment, the advantage still with the Warriors. Still those 3 blues on 2 reds and 2 blues light on the bell. And that's going to be a draw. Honours will be even.
And here's what happens when an irresistible force meets an immovable object. These two are pushing and pulling each other so hard, I thought that Shane would snap clean in 2. Just look at this. It's a stalemate. 2 lights each.
After that round, it is a draw.
2 strong men with a lot of respect for each other.
James takes a point from the first round, and with those 2 decisive falls in Ramrod, Ewan takes home the point from round 2. But there was just no separating them in chain reaction, so the match ended 1 each.
Ewan, a bit of a dogfight at the end there.
To be honest with you, I've said all along, I've got a great deal of respect for this man, and to take a draw from tonight, we're thinking hopefully we can meet again in the semi or the final, and that'll be our rematch.
James, you agree?
I do, I agree. I mean, the Dragon was breathing fire this evening. He's silver medalist, and he's a national hero. Well done.
Yeah. Steele, you've got to be proud of this man. He's going up against an international athlete, and he really holds his own.
You see, this is what this competition is all about. 2 guys giving their all for everyone here and for everyone at home. They're giving it up for their team. They're giving it up for their country, and they're doing it for their own pride. I can't take a damn thing away from him or from him. Well played, boys.
Thank you very much. Joe, can you calm down a little bit now?
I'd like to apologize to you, to Roddy, to everybody here for letting my temper get the best of me when I went after D'Lo. I still don't apologize to you. I believe I did the right thing, but we'll do it at another time.
Save it for the final, boys. And just before you go, I'd just like to remind you how things stand with the scoreboards. At the moment, Joe Legend and the Warriors lead 20 points to 16 to the Crusaders. So let's start clocking up more points and bring on the girls. And this should be an interesting bout. Over the last 5 weeks, Kate Lawler has impressed us all with her focus and strategy. But now she's up against Leilani Dowden. And should I mention this? Yeah, the girls really don't get along.
With Kate and Leilani, they were pals. And then as things have progressed, they seem to be drifting farther apart.
I'm not getting on with Leilani at the moment.
Friendship's on hold. She's a mouthy little Kate is the one person on this show that talks the most and taunts everyone, especially me.
One-on-one against Kate.
Take her down, turn her over.
Now let's get ready to rumble.
She doesn't know what's coming.
I know that the fights that we're going to have are going to be very vicious.
Kate's very similar to me, but I'm more likely to use my head as well.
No, I don't think she's intelligent enough to have loads of stuff in her head.
Whatever.
It's about using your brain.
Leilani,
You use your brain.
Like, when I came out of the fight with Jenny after Wrecking Ball, I heard her in the corridor. She was thinking,
She should have been disqualified the moment she did it.
and that's all I heard. And I just went up to her, I went, excuse me, Bugs Bunny.
If someone starts on me, then I'll go back.
You don't know
a little bit of sour grapes between us now.
Whatever!
This is the kind of battle we've all been waiting for.
I'm fired up now. She's made me angry. I'm going to try and get 3 points off her and embarrass her. I'm going to show her that she really picked on the wrong person.
As you can see from the stats, both of these women are very evenly matched. Both of them want this one badly, but as we saw backstage, both are quite likely to lose control.
Okay, over 3 rounds, it's the brawler versus the vixen. And guys, you know what time it is. It is time to bring it on. Round 1, Raging Toll.
It's round 1, and the girls won't be wrestling each other, but that doesn't mean they're going to be getting an easy ride, because like you, they've got no idea who their opponent is, or for that matter, how good they are. And in this round, it's definitely a case of don't judge this book by its cover, as we bring in this week's Masked Celebrity.
So here is the dastardly one, getting the usual generous audience reception. I must say, looking pretty lean and mean, arguably a bit taller than either of her opponents. Hard stare here from the brawler. Does she recognise the face behind the mask?
It's a masked celebrity's job to send them into oblivion. Vixens first. Let's play Raging Pull.
Take your positions.
So Vixen knows that she's got to dispatch the masked celebrity in the pit to get a score.
Take strain.
Vixen, who had a 2-1 loss to Solitaire in her first round, but won 3-0 over Ice Maiden and Queen Bee in her second match. Good tactics there from Vixen, absorbing all the power from the masked celebrity. Now she's got to try and drive and drive. At the moment, it's nothing between these two. They're holding each other's strength, and no score means no point for the Vixen. Frustration.
Leilani, well played. Check this out. Vixen hangs tight while the masked celebrity scuttles about like a big cockroach in a leotard. All dressed up, but nowhere to go.
So no score for the Vixen, but that means an opportunity for the brawler to go ahead. She's getting a whole lot of support from her Warrior fans.
Masked Celebrity, are you ready? Brawler, are you ready?
Brawler, of course, unbeaten in her first 2 matches.
Positions.
3-0 over Inferno, 2-1 over Avenger.
Take the strain.
Now, as the brawler tries to drive forward, so the masked celebrity, through the pulley system that links these two together, will be dragged back towards the pit. Good position by the brawler, low with an arch back there, but the masked celebrities learned a trick or two. Neither of these two really making any ground. The bell goes, and it's another no-score draw, another negative result.
These two are driving hard, but it looks like their gears are both in neutral. No one can motor ahead, and we all know what that means.
Celebrity has prevented either Kate or Leilani from scoring points tonight, but the question remains, who is she? Masked Celebrity, show your face. It's Terry Dwyer!
Well, no wonder they had a problem. Actress Terry herself, a useful all-round sportswoman, getting a knowing look there from the brawler.
Well played. You had perfect form. Your head was down, your back was up.
I was really breathing as well.
That's right. You were going. I knew you had the energy out there. You were excellent out there.
Yeah, I wasn't tired.
Do not look down on this. Don't look at this as a defeat. This isn't a defeat.
Now, these are the 2 points.
Now, these are the ones you're
going to get 2 points tonight.
That's right. You're going to take her in 2 games straight.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat her head to head, okay? Think about your techniques. Think about what you gotta do. When you get back out here, go to business, okay? All right, we'll take care of work.
Thank you.
Round 2, Sumo Slam. This is the game that brings out the athlete and the monster in our wrestlers. My favorite. Let's play Sumo Slam.
Line 2, Roddy, and the one the whole house has been waiting for. It's time to put up or shut up. And out like a bullet goes the brawler with a brilliant first lift and almost dumps the Vixen into the pit, but that's a great recovery by the Vixen. Gets her arms round the waist there. The brawler still trying to manipulate to move her in towards the edge again. But the Vixen now just pinning her down, trying to regain control here. Incidentally, neither of these women successful in their first outings at Sumo Slam. Solitaire getting the better of the Vixen. Avenger beating the brawler. Time running out now. And if neither woman is successful, it will go to the referee, who must then decide as to who has had the greater measure of control over their opponent. And there is the bell. It's down to Ian Freeman. I just wonder whether that opening move by the brawler might carry the day.
From the bell, Vixen's in the air like a crash test dummy about to eat Matt. But a burst of energy and rage puts her back on the podium in contention. 2 mighty broads, 1 mighty battle. This one's going to be too close to call.
After that round of Sumo Slam, normally there is a clear winner. But after this round, I declare it a draw.
Well, the brawler thought she'd done enough, but they are still inseparable.
That was a hell of a fight. Come on. But you sent a clear message. You sent a clear message. Listen to me.
Quite simply, you had her driven to the side every time.
It's more than.
Absolutely. You had her driven to the side every time. You had that. You will easily be aggressive. Easily.
So while Kate and Leilani battled for a place in the semi-finals, one person who's still waiting to find out if she'll fight again is Victoria.
But I was in a fight with Leilani and I got really physical. I don't know, maybe personal, I don't know. I twisted my knee as well. I'm just waiting to hear back from the doctor and see if I can be all right for the next fight.
I honestly think that the risk is too great of you continuing. I'm really sorry, Victoria, but I'm sure it's the sensible decision.
I'm gonna stay a warrior. I'm gonna go there and support the team and be a little mascot, you know.
Coming up, who's going to come out on top as Kate and Leilani's fight goes into the final round? And can new Crusader Scott Wright take down Mark Bannerman?
It's important for me to do well from the new teammates because I don't want to be the one coming in and letting them down.
I don't stop, and they'll have to kill me to get me out of that ring without putting up a fight.
Not to mention bitching. Well, now they're about to go electric as we turn the lights down and the tension up in round 3.
Round 3, fully charged.
In Fully Charged, each wrestler wears a suit covered in targets. Hit the target and it lights up. Whoever completely illuminates their opponent first wins the round.
Lordy, lordy. In this one, if the lights is on, that means you're going home. You know why? It's time for Fully Charged.
So this, the final opportunity for both women in this needle match. The Vixen on the left there, defending her red lights, 14 lights in all on both of these women's suits, 4 on the back, 4 on the front, 4 on the arms and 2 on the legs. And the brawler jabbing and moving very effectively like a boxer. Reaches down, puts on another leg light there, and it's the Vixen at the moment, 2 backlights still to come on. The brawler protecting her backlights really well. Only one of those lit up. Ian Freeman just has a look at the status quo. Vixen leads, lunges, but the brawler turns brilliantly, gets the arm light on. Still protecting her back, and the brawler goes for that last leg light there. Is it there? It is! Vixen fully charged, which means the brawler round 3 and gets the decisive point.
It only takes moments for this game to swing from one fighter to another. And this is the second when Vixen went red with embarrassment. There's the hit, there's the point, Brawler takes it.
Hi Kay, you're doing so well. You're the only girl with 6 points. We love you so much. You are so in the semi-final. We love you. We love you. Brawler, 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 brawler.
After that round of fully charged, the winner, the Brawler from the Warriors!
Well, who'd have thought it? The grudge match ends with only 1 point separating them, which extends the Warriors' lead, making it 21-16.
You two. Neither of you managed to win a point from the Masked Celebrity. You drew in round 2, and Kate, you win this by taking round 3. We're getting ever closer to the individual championship belts. Feeling like a contender?
Leilani put up a great fight in Sumo Slam. She was tougher than I thought she'd be. I thought I won it just by a little point. If they had to make a decision, I think they should have chosen me because I got to the edge so much more. I'm not going to argue, Crusaders, all right?
Now, there's no love lost between you two girls, that's no secret. Was that something that fired you on tonight, a bit of a grudge match?
Well, she wound me up the other night when I fought Jenny Pound. She accused me of cheating and said I should be disqualified. So I said I was going to come in here and show her a lesson to stop mouthing off to me. But there's always been a love-hate thing with me and Leilani. So tonight I think she fought a fair fight, but I do think I was the better player in all of the games. And I'm glad I got a point for the Warriors as well, man! Come on!
Leilani, tears from you.
No, I got poked in the eye. I couldn't see. It's not tears. I got poked in the eye. But
okay, you're all right.
Yeah. Kate put up a good fight. You know, I disagree with what she said about Sumo Slam. There was no way she was going to get me off, but she was very tough. She was as tough as I expected. You know, it's a good fight tonight.
And the hard feelings that were existing between the two of you, do you feel like you've managed to wrestle them out?
Well, it depends if we meet in the semi-final or not.
To be continued, but now we're going to get back to our final fight of the night. Now, for over 20 years, two soaps have fought it out in the ratings, and now they're going to fight it out in the ring. It's the street versus the square. Corrie versus EastEnders, North v South. So who are you backing as Mark Bannerman and Scott Wright face off?
First it was Mark, then Mark went down, he yielded Lee. Then Lee went down, it yielded Scott. My team can't handle any more injuries. So hopefully the curse is lifted and let's just move forward.
I'm at the bottom of the league, right? Next door to Scott Wright. We've got 1 point each.
And taking over with only 1 point is going to want to make me the worst.
Both know they're out of the individual running. Every point they may get, they may nick from their opponent, is a point that goes to the team. And if the team wins, then they win.
It's important for me to do well for my new teammates because they've worked hard and I don't want to be the one coming in and letting them down.
I'm at the bottom of the table, but I still want to bring home 3 points to my Warrior teammates. I've got the heart of a lion, but the technique of a frog.
I'm not one of these people really anymore who shouts from the roofs how good I am. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to take him lightly at all, and I'm going to try and win.
Do try it there. I don't stop until I'm finished, and they'll have to kill me to get me out of that ring without putting up a fight.
Okay, over 3 rounds for the Crusaders, it's Snake Eyes versus El Diablo for the Warriors. What time is it? It's time to bring it on! All right, fight 3, round 1, neck brawl.
There are 2 goals, one on either side of the ring. Wrestlers must manhandle their opponents through their net and into the pit below. The player with the most goals is the winner.
Take your positions.
Snake Eyes on the left in the red helmet for the Crusaders. Posing him in blue, El Diablo as the revolve starts, making balance just that little bit trickier. Away they go. First move there by Snake Eyes, but it's the power of El Diablo that puts Snake Eyes in the pit, but that's no score. This is the hip throw that takes El Diablo down, but as he does so, El Diablo flips him over his body to defend his goal.
Lock up.
Snake Eyes coming in for sharpshooter, weighing in at 13 stone 10. El Diablo, all of 15 stone. Once again, it's Snake Eyes who takes his man down and now uses the revolve to carry that big weight towards the blue goal, and he's almost got him there. It's just the wrong side now, trying to heave El Diablo back round. Both helmets off now. Ian Freeman calling break. Good attack, though, by Snake Eyes, not intimidated. El Diablo, 2 fights so far. Lost to Pocket Rocket, lost to Gentleman Jim. And the Crusaders really getting behind their man, sensing that he could take this one. Third attempt. Bell goes. Oh, great charge there! Great charge and dynamism there by Snake Eyes, who runs his man straight through his own goal to get the first ball.
Wow, that was like a Beckham 25-yard kick. And El Diablo, he was the ball. The Devil didn't even have time to breathe before he took that fall. They're both down, but it's El Diablo that's feeling the pain.
That is 1 goal to 0 to Snake Eyes.
Valuable point for the Crusaders. I must say, Snake Eyes has really got the hang of this game. On the other hand, El Diablo, more brawn than brain at the moment. About 30 seconds for El Diablo to level this up. Snake Eyes once again takes him down. Now can he get him over that blue goal line to get a second score? No, he can't. The revolve saves him. Now Snake Eyes is in trouble. He's got to avoid going over that red goal line. The revolve brings him round. Snake Eyes ready to slingshot his man. El Diablo puts his foot on the post to save himself as the bell goes. So the first point, round 1 to the Crusaders, and a well-deserved and well-earned point to Snake Eyes. First blood to the street, over the square.
After that round of net brawl, the winner by 1 goal to 0, Snake Eyes for the Crusaders!
So glad I won that point. The Lani Dowdy, man, she can't be getting a point off me.
A bit gutted I didn't win that one, you know. We've both done boxing, but that should meant to help. But obviously, I didn't hit her hard enough.
Round 2, Armed and Dangerous.
Armed and Dangerous is played on a revolving surface. The wrestlers can use only a club to force their opponent off the podium and into the pit. And in order to win, they've got to stay in the ring.
All right, this game's a big hit with me and an even bigger hit, for them. Let's play Armed and Dangerous.
Jabs and blows allowed, but pushes are not. Despite that point in the last round by Snake Eyes, Crusaders still trail Warriors by 4. First blow in by Snake Eyes to the head, but it's body blows from El Diablo that gets his man down in the pit for the first ball.
Snake Eyes has really taken the lead on early, but it's no good keeping your eye on your opponent if you can't keep your eye on the edge. All Diablo needs is a quick jab, and Snake Eyes goes down, down, deeper and down into the pit, and he's hissing mad.
That is 1 goal to 0 to El Diablo.
Maybe a little bit of experience coming into play here. El Diablo, who fought Gentleman Jim, didn't win on that occasion, but does have the edge here at the moment. Snake Eyes trying to get to the body, but gets thrust down. Up quickly, though, and now El Diablo on the floor. But Snake Eyes aware that it's much easier to get your man in the pit if he's vertical. Down goes Snake Eyes once again. However, this time, El Diablo looking to pin him on the stage there with head blows, whilst the clock runs down, and not too many more seconds to go. Another blow rains in there, the bell goes, and El Diablo gets his point.
Never kick a man when he's down unless you're the evil El Diablo. Then you can just batter him up like a piece of cod and serve him up with some extra chips to the hand. Our slow-mo shows just how much force is behind these blows. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
After that round of armed engagement starts, the winner by 1 fall to 0, El Diablo from the Warriors!
Evil grin from the Devil, who levels the score. Round 3 coming up. Is this another Crusader in the wars?
Your wrist is...
Seemingly so.
You can see you weren't fighting back.
It's the first fall. Now watch the right arm. The hand inside the staff comes down heavily on the wrist.
Even if it had gone to a decision, you deserved it. Yeah. You were the aggressor out there. You took it to him, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
I was even concerned when you did that, when you first got him out.
But I was jabbing, though.
Yeah, you were jabbing. I guess you tried to make a grab for your club and you knocked him out, which is fantastic. I think you know. I think you rang his bell because he just all of a sudden you hit him once and he dropped like a stone. He dropped like 2 blocks on Kate Moss. There was nothing left of him. And then you just
after that last one, man, forget all that. I'm going to take another one off you now.
That's right. That's my boy.
We'll find out if Scott's fit enough to carry on.
Well, I tell you this.
And D'Lo sends out a warning to the Warriors.
Impossible, and my Crusaders will go.
Welcome back to Celebrity Wrestling. Now, before the break, Lee Sharp's replacement, Coronation Street Scott Wright, went up against Mark Bannerman.
And during a game of Armed and Dangerous, Scott aggravated an old injury.
So now even the replacement needs replacing. Now, lucky for the Crusaders, Mikey from Boy Band Fix is backstage and limbering up and ready for action. So it's Rip Wrestling, it's round 3.
But what's that up in the sky? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a cage!
Crusaders falling like flies. They've lost a TV presenter, an international footballer, and an actor. So it's down to the musician as both men are incarcerated.
And no one leaves until we have a winner. They're in the cage and they're playing Rip Wrestling.
So now in round 3, El Diablo is up against this man, the new boy, Wild Boy. This is not exactly the normal sort of black tie event you would expect. Each man's suit made up of 24 different pieces of material. And look at the difference in size here. El Diablo really manhandling the much lighter, younger man around the cage. The Warrior very much on top here, as you would expect. But good scrapping there by Wild Boy, and he's going for the bow tie. The Warrior's going for the bow tie. The small target goes once, goes twice, he's got it. And Wild Boy trying to defend that left sleeve there. Remember, it's the first man to remove his opponent's clothing who will win this. Does he get the trousers off? Just one piece of trouser to come and one sleeve. And there goes the sleeve, and there's the victory for El Diablo, who gets his second point to take the bout for the Warriors.
Did you ever think you'd see 2 men fighting over one sleeve? If they say clothes makes a man, then those clothes make Diablo the winner.
After that round of Rip Wrestling, the winner is El Diablo from the Warriors!
Despite that first victory by Snake Eyes in netball for the Crusaders. It's El Diablo who wins his first bout and sends his Warrior teammates into blue heaven.
Mikey, welcome to the show. Mark, congratulations.
Thanks very much.
2 opponents tonight, but out of those 2 opponents, you managed to take 2 rounds. That's 2 points back to your team. Congratulations, Mark.
Thanks very much. I just wanted to bring home 1 point to the Warriors, 2 points I brought home. And I'm happy. I know we're going to lift the championship belt. I really appreciate Joe Legend's help with us. I really love my Warrior teammates.
Thank you very much, Mark. Mikey.
Thank you.
At the deep end, and he is, if I say so myself, almost twice the size of you.
Yeah, he is. It's a bit David and Goliath type situation. At the end of the day, I'm not used to ripping a guy's clothes off. Obviously, he is. I didn't want to let my side down, and I'm sorry, but all the credit needs to go to Scott Wright for doing so well.
Well, let's see how the scores stand at the moment. I know D'Lo and Joe are both dying to find out. D'Lo Brown, you and the Crusaders carry 17 points, but Joe Legend, you and the Warriors can brag your way home tonight. You have 23 points. Sing when you're winning, Joe Legend.
Credit where it's due to the almighty Warriors. We are on top and staying there.
With 1 week to go, people say, you know, it could be impossible to come back from this far down. Well, at one point, someone said it was impossible to fly. At one point, someone said it was impossible to get to the moon. Well, I tell you this, and listen to my words, it is not impossible, and my Crusaders will go back.
Okay, I think we all heard that, even those on the moon. Well, can you believe in just 7 days' time, the Crusaders and the Warriors will be fighting for the last time as teams to win the coveted team trophy. But even then, it's not over for our wrestlers. Their individual points have been going onto a separate scoreboard, and after one team takes the trophy, the wrestlers still in the game will become sworn enemies, with every man and every woman fighting for themselves in a bid to take the individual champions in the grand final. So, who's in the running?
Well, let's have a look at the leaderboard. In the boys' competition, James leads the pack with 5 points, with Ewan and Phil on 4 points. And in the girls' competition, well, Kate Lawler's on top with 6 points, with Annabel and Lalani her nearest rivals. Michelle is the only wrestler yet to score.
So please, make sure you join us to cheer your favourites on to victory.
One team will hold their heads up high with the trophy in the cabinet, while the others have their shoulders slumped over and a bus ticket in their pocket. Be there, baby!
Thanks for watching. Good night.
Next time, 3 bouts will decide the team championship. Victoria's replacement, Shauna Lowry, faces Michelle Heaton.
It's a bit embarrassing that I haven't got any points yet.
Jeff Brazier sizes up to the unbeatable Phil Turner.
He hasn't been tested yet, and he will be when he fights me. I'm looking forward to having him.
And it's the battle of the mums. Jenny Powell fights Annabel Croft.
It's like the battle of the 2 oldies, the 2 wrinklies.
We're there for all those 30-something mums.
Which team will lift the trophy, and who will get through to the semi-finals and win the individual championship belts? If you can't wait for all that, join Jack Osbourne and Holly Willoughby right now on ITV2 for Bring It On.
Listen up. All stunts and wrestling that are performed tonight were due to special training. So kids, don't ever try this at home.
CD UK next, got U2 and Oasis on. Then later, after the news, Grand Prix weekend, speed and glamour in Monte Carlo. The Monaco Grand Prix on ITV1, it's live from midday.